Shauna. Welcome back to my channel. And I'm bringing you guys a basically step-by-step tutorial voiceover on how to do a lightweight makeup for cheap, drugstore, or like very cheap dollars. Some of it was $10. It's under $25. Everything that I've used is under $25. This is a pretty cute little basic look. One of my TikTok followers actually asked me to do a tutorial on how to do my makeup. So this is what I came up with. I'm hoping that it's easy. I'm gonna include basically step by step on how I do this look. And if you like the look, then keep on watching. Hello. So I'm gonna start off with either a moisturizer or a serum. Today I'm using a serum. That's the e.l.f. Serum Primer. It's really good. It smells good. The dropper thing is annoying, but you start your makeup off with any kind of primer type oil or moisturizer. If you're a dry girl like me, if you're oily, you could just use a primer once you're ready to put your foundation on. But yes, I put the serum on my face to just sink in and soak up and moisturize while I do my eyebrows and my eyes. So I'm starting my eyebrows with the LA Girl brownish black eyebrow pencil. That one was like $5. It's really good, by the way. I like it because it's really skinny. And what you do is you comb your brows to, get them in place. And you make thin strokes in the direction of your brow. So you make a line underneath. And you just basically make hair-like strokes, as you can see me doing. And at the top, you do the same thing, but you just carve out your brow. I usually basically like keep my brow shape a little bit bigger than what my natural brow is, but as you can see, I keep the shape. You make sure you comb your brows throughout the process because you do not want your product to get cakey on your brows. So by me combing through, you're just combing the product through. By the way, do not fill in the front all the way. You just do a couple strokes like I'm doing, and that'll fill out the brow for you in the front without it looking too dramatic. The whole goal is to make your makeup look good and blended. So as you can see, like, you just do the little strokes like I'm saying. And after a while, it does get easier, especially if you tweeze your eyebrows and stuff like I do. So yeah, I'm pretty much carving to make sure they're twins. I'm using the concealer to carve out my eyebrows. That is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Cafe. And she good. Oh, I'm going to tweeze that. You see me tweeze them little flyaways. Basically, I'm using a little carving flat brush to carve out my eyebrows. And you use it. Usually, I will use a concealer that's my skin color. That's just a little bit lighter, but I didn't want to use my MAC one because, like I said, I was trying to do an affordable video. But yeah, that concealer is like $8 and it slaps. That's like one of my favorite concealers. I started out with it and she bad. But yeah, you see how I'm carving it out and then blending as I go because you don't want the foundation or concealer that you're using to set on your eyebrows. By the way, you don't have to use the same products I'm using. If you have products that are similar or different, basically, as long as it's a concealer or foundation, something that has coverage, you should be fine. So basically, I'm taking that concealer and I'm carving underneath the brow and I'm bringing it down because I use concealer to prime my eyes as well. But yeah, I'm being slow and steady. It just seems like I'm moving fast because I am zooming up the video so that you can see what I'm doing without actually being here, because it does take a while. It took me about an hour to do my makeup, but that is also because I took breaks. I'm just that person. So yeah, but if you don't take breaks, you're just trying to get it done, you can get this done in like 25 minutes with no problem, especially once you start learning better. But as you can see, I am making them twins by carving it out. So another thing about carving out the eyebrows, you can carve them out. Like, you don't have to worry about over drying or like doing too much because usually the concealer covers it up for you. Like, that's probably why I'm carefree with my brows. I'm taking a little fluffy blender brush to blend it out. Now that I've like finished carving it, you basically just blend it out. You could use a beauty blender or like a sponge, your finger. I use that brush because it's like way easier. I'm gonna take the NYX Deep Dark Contour Stick, the concealer part. I'm gonna put that on my lid as a primer. I like to use anything thick to prime my lids so that the color can stick to it, especially since I'm gonna be using a bright color. But this wasn't enough, so I decided to use a little extra concealer on top, but you didn't see that. I am using, what am I doing? What? Okay, so I am probably setting my lid, which is what you would do once you prime it. You set your lid with the lid shade that is your color or a little bit lighter. And I think the lid shade that I used was from the Morphe palette. The Morphe Renew Alarm palette. I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, moisturize them lips. I got the Carmex lip chap. I got that from the drugstore. It's really good. Smell good. I like Carmex. That is the, oh wait, nope. Yep, the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. And the color is, that color is Rush. That's my lid shade that I'm going to be using. And this palette was like $15. It's a really cute palette, by the way. I liked it. So yeah, I'm going to use that. Use a lid shade that's your color or a little lighter, which is what I'm doing. To set it, you don't have to like pack it on too much. Just slide it on real quick. Make sure the concealer is dry before you do that. You do not want it to like be wet. Make sure it's dry on your lid, and you'll know because it feels like a little tacky. So the next color I'm going to take, that is from the Shop Miss AOA single eyeshadow line, and that is the color Spicy. And that is a AOA brush as well, I think, that I'm packing on my lid with. I want a one color look, basically, with probably a defined outside part. So I'm just going to pack on one color. And I was feeling the orange, so I wanted an orange little look today, an orange berry kind of vibe. So I was packing it on my lid. As you can see, I'm just packing it on kind of carelessly. And that's what you do. Like, you just pack it on all the way up, though. Don't just, like, get the little crease area. You got to go up all the way. Not to the whole brow, but damn near to the brow, as you can see. I'm not playing. I have fat lids. Fatty lids is what I call them. So if I don't put eyeshadow above where my eyes open, you won't be able to see the eyeshadow, if you get what I'm saying. So I put it up and concentrate it higher up at the above the crease area, so that way you can see it when my eyes are open. And she's a pretty little color, so I appreciate her. She's not giving me what I'm needing, but it's okay. And I'm taking a fluffy brush in the color Rich, and I'm gonna just blend that out at the top to define my crease, which is what I was just talking about. You basically define the crease to give your eyes a little bit of definition outside of the plain color that you already have like on your lid. I really like how it looks. It's super like laid back and sunny vibes. But yeah, define it. I like to sweep my eyeshadow towards my nose because I have a little, to me I have little features. I have a big face but little features. And I want my eyes to look super carved out, super chiseled. And when you hit the inner part of your eyeball, it just defines the eyeshadow and makes it look really good. So yeah, as you can see, I'm smacking it like that in a little crease eyeball area. And it's okay to have an ugly face when you're blending, honestly. You just need to blend. Don't worry about your face. But yeah, I think everyone who blends well have like a ugly little blend face. I have yet to see a YouTuber with a cute face. Peep my wink, though. Peep the wink. I'm fly. I'm fly. So yeah, a lot of the times I really don't be knowing what's going on. So yeah, I'm taking an e.l.f. poreless putty primer and I'm smacking it on my cheeks and towards my like nose and chin area and my forehead because that's where I have the most pores that are like whoop, there it is, you know. And so I'm gonna do that. I recommend a primer that works for your skin. So if you need to be matte, use a matte. I use that, you know, because I need the extra coverage. So yeah, I'm packing more color onto the inner corner and the outside. And I use the makeup wipe to sweep up underneath my eyes since I'm about to put foundation on. You don't want to put foundation over the eyeshadow you just used. So always clean up underneath your eyes. But yeah, I'm packing that color on my lid a little bit more just to get it out there and blending it, you know, because you always blend. Next, I'm taking the Morphe foundation in the shade Filter Rich 26. And I'm going to be using the Ulta hydration drops in deep dark. I'm just using that to like make sure the color works for me. And I'm sliding it on my face. And then I'm using my AOA Wonder Blender. Sorry about that. And I'm going to just blend it out. The Wonder Blender was $1.55. And it does its job. Look. It's blending and it's covering my face. Usually blenders absorb the product, but this one does not. That or Too Faced has like a hella thick foundation, but no, I just really think the sponge is really good. And so yeah, I'm just using that to blend it in. And always blend your foundation out, whether it's with a sponge, your fingers, or a brush. I usually go in with a brush and then a blender, but I'm not doing super full coverage. I'm just doing like a lightweight, trying to see if it could hold its own with the sponge, and it can. It does pretty well on its own. And you always make sure you get your neck with the foundation too. Especially if you're like me, my neck is a little bit darker than my face. So you're supposed to hit underneath your chin and your neck to make sure it matches. My face matches my body, but my neck is a little bit dark. I'm not going to put foundation on my whole damn neck, but you slide it underneath the chin, you know, at least that way when you look up, it's not like a whole mask. They be telling you mask off and then you feel crazy. But yeah, keep blending, always blend. I have my shower robe thing tied on my head, but it's not like covering my lace too much, so I'm able to blend it and it actually match and not be looking all crazy. But yeah, that was real ghetto. I left my I couldn't find my rag. But yeah, I'm using the NYX contour stick in deep dark to contour my face. You basically draw the line above the hollows of your face. You could literally look in the mirror and see how your cheekbones are depending on your face fatness. I'm new to contouring, so if you want contour and highlight videos, I can definitely do one for you. I'm new to it, like I said, so I don't really know too much, but I can show you what I know. I'm basically drawing like places where I want it to look more defined and make me look less fat. I'm going to be spraying my sponge to blend out the contouring, but I forgot to conceal my face, so I'm going to be adding concealer to my face. That's what the finger is for. That's the Maybelline Fit Me concealer that I'm using in the shade Cafe. And I really like this concealer. I liked it even when I was new to makeup. So it's really, really good and nice and cheap. It was like, what, $5? So yeah, it's at the drugstore. It's the Maybelline Fit Me. I recommend it. If you're balling on a budget or if you want to try something new, I definitely recommend it. I'm applying it underneath my eyes, my chin, my nose, and my forehead and top lip. I usually blend the contour first. Actually, no, I don't. I should have blended the contour first because it went on first. But usually I conceal first, which is why I start blending it first because it's habit. But what you're supposed to do is let your concealer set a little bit and then blend it in and then contour. I was in a rush, wasn't paying attention, so I just did it backwards. But it worked out. You could do it this way too. But yeah, just remember to blend. Keep blending. I know your arms are going to get tired. That means you're doing it right. Blend, blend, blend until it looks like you're like, I don't even know how to describe it, but as you can see with how my face is changing with the contouring, it basically kind of gives your face a different shape, or gives your face like a more refined shape. Make you look different, sweetie. Catfish. So yeah, I'm blending that out, making sure it's nice and blended before I add my setting powder, which is the AOA setting powder in Deep Warm. But yeah, you blend it out and make sure it is blended and dry before you set your under eye, because you don't want it to look cakey. And also, if you get dry underneath your eyes, I recommend just using a sponge to dab underneath before you put your powder. But you don't have to use a loose powder like I did. I chose a loose powder because I get oily, so I use that underneath my eyes. But yeah, that is the AOA school blender, Lord, the little school charity brush line. And I really love the brush. It's really good for under eye concealer. And I'm kind of like using that brush to like dust off the extra that may have been like on there. And then I'm hitting my chin. I'm also setting my face with the AOA powder in Chestnut with a Amazon brush. I really love the powder. It gives you a like effortless finish. Sorry if I'm talking too much, guys. I just really want you guys to get what's going on and what I'm doing. And then I'm going to spray my face to set it before I do the bronzing highlight and contouring. And that was the Makeup Revolution setting spray. I'm going to use a black eyeliner from Ruby Kisses, and it has a smudge at the end. I got it from a beauty supply store. It's really good, and it's black. Blackity black. The smudge works pretty well too. And so I'm using that underneath my eyes. A brown eyeliner will look nice. Low key, a yellow one, a red one. This is the eyeliner part. And this is tricky, y'all. The best way I can describe it is, it's like drawing. You kind of got to flick it. And it's fast forward, so it looks like it's really fast, but in reality it's super duper slow. Use the tip. That's the best thing. Use the tip and basically like flick it in the direction, you know, that you're heading, like whether you're going towards the end or the front, but just flick it really lightly. Always flick it lightly and use very little pressure, because if you put a little too much pressure, you'll use the tip and the middle and it'll make it really fat and you'll mess up your eyeliner. So just slowly flick it towards the end, really soft, like flick. And then you just draw the line to make it connect. I've heard people do the line method, and I could show you guys the line method if you want. Just let me know in another video down below, or comment that you want it in another video down below. Y'all, I smoked before this. I should not have done that, but it's okay. But yeah, you basically like flick it. That's the best way to describe it. The eyeliner I got is from e.l.f. It's $3. Got it from Target. Best eyeliner ever. I should have bought like 10. But yeah, it's really, really good. And they have different colors in case you want to explore your wild side. It's really, really nice and dark and black. And I love a black liner, especially one that can glide over eyeshadow. Because when you use thick shadows or glitters or pigments, you may have to do more than one layer. So you have to just be good at coloring the lines. And another way to see if it works for you, look straight in the mirror. And if you like the way that the liner is heading, then keep going. If not, then that'll give you a chance to see what it's going to turn out like. So yeah, you can edit it. I'm using the AOA blush, and it was $1, and that is a blush brush. And I'm using that to put it on my cheeks to give it a nice little rosy flavor. I said flavor. The blush was $1, and it's really, really pretty. I'm trying to find it so I can tell you the color. Jesus. Well, and I'm using the Chocolates palette to contour my face. And the palette was pretty cheap, pretty affordable. It's from a black-owned brand called Juvias Place. And I really like them. I love their shadows. It's really pigmented and they know what they're doing. I mess with them. And you basically use an angled brush and you put the powder towards your ear and you blend it downwards towards your mouth. But do not go too low, otherwise you will give yourself a shadow. I want to make my face smaller than what it is, so I put the bronzer in between my middle forehead, so on each side of my head, to give my face a smaller look. I also fill in my little dimpled chin. I want my stuff to stand out. If you have one, you don't have to do that. I just do it. And I'm putting a little bit on my nose, a little bit of powder that I use to do all the other contouring. And I'm just sliding it on my nose to smooth her out, give her a little slim look. Definitely love my baby nose. I'm using the BH Cosmetics Carli Bybel palette. I'm using that gold shade for my highlight and for my brow highlight. And it's a pretty gold shade. Always highlight your brow bone because it also, like, it looks good, but it also, like, conceals the concealer that you put over there. You don't want, like, a brown spot just there, you know? The color just gives it a little shine. So when you bend your head to take pictures, it basically pops. Like, I'm putting it also on my nose. I'm using a Shop Missy brush. And I'm using the same gold to blend the highlight on my cheeks, nose, and Cupid's bow, which is the top lip area. And you go in circular motions and then you sweep it down. So you're basically blending and sweeping it at the same time. So you're getting all the extra color that you may not want off. And whoo, the look is already looking good. But yeah, you can see how, like, on the sides of my face it's chiseled out. So, like, that's a good contour. I'm taking that rich color that I had used to define my crease just to do the bottom lid and, like, blend out the black. Don't mind my face. I'm watching American Horror Story and it's getting real on there. I'm wiping off the Carmex so that way when my lipstick go on, it'll glide. I'm using the AOA mascara in black. It was $1, but you can use any drugstore mascara just to get your lashes ready for the lashes. I'm adding false lashes later on in the video. I almost forgot about them too, y'all. But yeah, I'm adding falsies to the look. You don't have to wear falsies. I'm just an extra girl, so I'm gonna wear my falsies, you know. I'm adding some of the mascara to my bottom lash to, like, define them. And I really like this look. I'm gonna try it again. And I'm using the e.l.f. matte lip pencil in Wild Berry, I believe. And first, I'm going to go over my lips, though, with the lip liner. That is a black lip liner and a dark brown one. I'm dramatic. I love my lips to be, like, dimensional, so I use the black lip liner. But you can use a lip liner that matches the lipstick, or you can use a brown one to define your lips like I am. I like a dark lip look, a vampy look. That's why I put the black around it. But you don't have to do it like me. I just like this. And then I didn't like it that much because I went over it with a lipstick. But it was a pink lipstick. But it, like, blended out and it made it look perfect. I realized my lips didn't go with the eyeshadow. I was looking crazy. But I actually like the lip on its own. It's popping on its own. It's just with the eyes it didn't work. So I added a little pink just to soften it up. And I think it made it look really, really nice. See? It gave it a more soft look. It made it match. Should have hit my corners a little bit more, but it's okay. That's the AOA lash glue that I'm using. And it's $1. And these are the lashes in the style Gaia or Gaia. Gaia. They're amazing. They're the full mink line. They're $1.55, and they're really, really nice. They're on the lightweight side, so if you are a beginner, you will love these. You basically apply the glue, let it get blue, and then you put it on the center of your lid, and then you use the tweezers to connect it to the ends and the center. I mean, the front. I connect my front first before I connect the back because the front for me comes up the easiest. If the back comes up easiest for you, then you connect the middle and then you connect the back. The middle is like the backbone. And once you connect the middle, it allows the lash to stay on your lid. Yeah, my eyes got watery. So like lift your head up if your eyes get watery like mine do. And so yeah, I applied them. Always make sure your lash glue is semi-dry before you put it on. So that's why I said blue. It applies white but turns blue when it's done. Once your face is done, set your face. Set your face. I didn't finish my other lash, but I just set my face just because, it was time. Actually, no, I'm done. So yeah, I'm about to be back to give my outro. But yeah, there we are. And there you have it. My cheap, low-cost makeup look. And AKA talk through. Sorry about that. Tongue-tied. But yeah, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, like the video. If there's anything that you want to see, just let me know in the comments. Let me know if there's any hauls you want me to do. Like I said before, I'm ordering new palettes and I'm ordering a bunch of new makeup. I'm ordering clothes. I'm ordering wigs. Basically things that I can review for you guys. Just let me know what you want and I got you. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good one and see you next time. Bye.